Muscle Central. I'm Michael Diamond. Like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and leave a comment. Okay, Sergio Oliva Jr. I guess we can call him bodybuilding royalty. After all, look who his father was. Now, as an amateur coming through the ranks, a lot of attention was given to him, specifically because of who his father was. And everybody expected very good things from him. After all, the genetics that Sergio Sr. had passed on to the son, high expectations. Turning pro, people were expecting him to make a big splash and do a lot of great things because of who his father was. Now, he's been a pro for about 6 years now, I believe. He's not young. He's already past the 40 mark. In all that time that he's been a pro, he's competed very little considering the amount of time he was a pro. And I guess you can say a not so stellar career. Personally, I never thought that he really had his heart in it to be a bodybuilding champion. It's no secret his father did not want him to pursue bodybuilding. His father made it a point to speak to people to help to try to prevent him from being on the stage, not allowing him, people in the organizations. His father didn't want it. And it's also said that there's tension between the two of them. Yeah, there's always there can always be some sort of tension between father and son. Doesn't mean there's no love, but there was tension between them, and I saw it more as a rebellious act. And what he's done with his career since he's turned pro, pretty much tells me that his heart really isn't into it. You know, it's always something with him. Well, I needed to do work on this and that, and this wasn't ready yet, and that wasn't enough yet, and that's why I'm not competing. There's always something. But ironically, if you saw him sitting down in an interview or on a podcast or anything, and if you didn't know about bodybuilding, you didn't follow bodybuilding, and you were listening to him talk, you would think you're listening to somebody who has achieved a lot. Where am I going with this? Okay, a few months back, we heard about him teaming up with Neil Hill, who's handling his diet, nutrition, and he's relocated to Spain. Dorian Yates lives in Spain. He's hooked up with Dorian, and Dorian will be overseeing the training. And everybody was like, wow, this could be great. Someone like Dorian will definitely be able to bring out the potential in him. As an old expression, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. I'm sure there's probably not many more people better than Dorian to push you and to motivate you. But if it's not in here, it's just not going to happen. Since the union with Dorian, we've heard very, very little. We've seen very little, and we heard very little. To me, that's telling us one of two things. Either Sergio was taking a page out of Dorian's playbook. They didn't call Dorian the Shadow for nothing. And he's hunkered down, isolating himself with Dorian and putting the pedal to the metal and doing it. Or maybe things ain't going so well and there's nothing significant to put up, to post, to show us. If you ask me my opinion, I would go the latter. My guess is that with Sergio, it's been quite a few years now. His age, I've always said in situations like this, if it hasn't happened yet, it probably ain't never gonna happen. I don't think he has the heart or has his heart in it. I think it might be more of a rebellion against his father, and working with Dorian Yates, Neil Hill with the nutrition end, that's all sounds great. Dorian's great motivator, but if it ain't in here, it ain't gonna happen. My best bet, it ain't gonna happen, and we're gonna hear very soon, probably within a few months, that things didn't quite work out with him and Dorian, maybe Neil also, and he'll keep you posted on his next step in his journey. Okay, you can agree or disagree with anything I've said. Either way, let me know in the comments section. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.